That's better. Right. So you're working. You're working. I need to pop you over there. So we have that. Mash that out. Okay. Oh, I love this song. Was it sounding on TikTok? YouTube is loud. So I'm going to turn down the desktop audio. And that should be much better for you all. Let's just check. Okay. So, what is the stateroom? We've done this. And apart from this little area here, we're in a really, I think we're in a really, really good state. What we wanted to do today was do a couple of things. Mainly, we wanted to develop the map and start making the connections between sort of these areas and other ones. So we have. I was very excited for the completed game. Now I'm stuck in that. So yeah, I apologise for that dive issue. I don't know where it came from. When I had to go a different engine to do the surfable or the custom surfable, but I have fixed it. This dive is fixed. You'll need a new version, which I'll update after tonight. But the problem is the new version is no longer compatible with old versions, just because of one of the changes I made. Are you adding legendary Pokemon in the Pokemon League? Do you mean legendary Pokemon to catch, or the Elite Four will have legendary Pokemon? Because what I want to do tonight is start working on options. Start having some options in the game for both, like, do you want to do level cap? Do you want to do difficulty modes to catch? So I haven't planned on any within the league itself. If I show you the league, because so obviously from the latest video, this is what we got so far. I'm thinking about putting somewhere. So to this way will lead towards the actual Evergrande City. So around that area, we might have we can look at adding some. But currently, there's nothing there. It's still very much just getting things rolling, getting things started. If you can think of a legendary, we could put a legendary in here. This really is this spot in English. This will be in the updated game. Yeah, so I've done all the collision. In fact, I compiled it earlier. If you bear with me, that's my other game. Viewer suggestions. Here it goes. As you can see, we got our new screen, which is brilliant. I've realised my camera's behind. Just move my camera up. So this is the latest version running with the working dive. Gilbert, thank you for sharing the live. Greatly appreciated. And all you guys smashing the likes. It's great. So yeah, so here it is in game. So I actually haven't got I haven't got collision running on this version. So it's got a few little changes different to the one I just showed. But yeah, there it is. And there they all. There's the place up here. Do Darkrai events. We could do a Darkrai event, Nikki. What have you got in mind? There's the Bidoof statue. Felix, how you doing, buddy? You still drunk from your cocktail and gang night? But yeah, so we have so that's all working. Darkrai event sounds like a good plan for tonight. In fact, I'm just going to turn the music down because it's quite loud. This new version working on tell me on DC that I will lose my save. Yeah, so the new version will lose a save because if I show you the code, so So this is the code. Inside here, we have a file called close all. That's the dive fix I did. Go to trainers. Actually, no, it's called opponents. YouTube stream doesn't swap screens. Sorry, I realised my YouTube doesn't have the thing up, but it will change other ones. It just doesn't have a thing for when the game pops up, but I've fixed that now. So it has a value here. So this is map trainer count. So these are all the trainers in the game so far. And the problem is each of these are tied to a flag inside of our flags file. Let me just zoom in so you guys can see better. So this basically a flag is a point in memory, which can be, it's a byte of memory that's either on or off, true or false. So by default there's like 800 trainers. But by default, they only give you... So they say here, because each one uses a flag, it starts off... you can only get 9 additional trainers. But when we're looking into adding difficulty mode, different number of... so that's going to be different boss battles. We want to add more rivals. We want to add new trainers into the new routes. Add like battle rematches. Add the new champion system. We need more. We need more than 9. So I've added 250 new trainers. Yo, Matt, how you doing, bud? But the problem is, so if we go down to... So they're all a flag, and there's a point here called trainer flags. So it says like, from this point to that plus however many I cite, and then everything from here is this plus 1. So by adding another 250, it pushes all of these values up 250. So instead of it being, so flag for the badge is now 250 higher, which means you're going to end up with some weirdness of like, so instead of it being that, it would be something down here. But of course, if I'm saying like, oh, you've already got like the shoal, you've already been to the flower shop, you've already been to Verdanturf, you've already caught these flags. You've already got these badges. Problem is, in the new version, it's going to say, oh, yes, you've already got this badge. But the code's going to try and read it and see, no, you haven't. Because it's been redefined as a trainer. So you're going to get to a trainer. It's going to be like, you've already beaten this trainer. But you haven't. So unfortunately, that's made it incompatible. But this is like super, super early beta. There are going to be things that break and stuff. So I do apologise now, but... it's sort of what is things. But I'm good, Matt. I've had a beer, so I'm going to be a bit chattier than normal. So I did that. So I've done 250, which should be enough. If we need more, I just change the number and it will make breaks. But what we want to do today is start adding more. So this is how trainers look. We want to start adding more to the actual game, I think. So, I do like good there. So what I think we want to do is, if we remember that map we have of everything, we want to start filling in those gaps and make the map a lot more playable, a lot more to do. So we're going to start throwing in like areas like here, as an example, and like the shapes. So once we get the shape of all the maps, we can see it all on the big overview we can create. I tried Sunken hidden area, soft locked you. Okay, yeah. Let me double check that. Did you talk? You've got to click on the wall. Annoyingly, I could change it. It's in Lilycoat. No, it's in Slateport. No, it's not in Slateport. I was there. It was in Oldale. So you got to click on these to access it, and then you have to. It's got a hidden grotto, Oldale Grotto. I need to add the Sunken into it. You guys need to then open the script. Yes, you need to click on it to any of these. It's not super clear. I'm looking to change this. I need to add. I want to add some better tiles, but it should work fine. Let me test it. Okay, and there we go. It's popping up on YouTube as well. I had to run from the fight and I was stuck in the area. So let's fly. Let's have a look at this other thing. There's loads of little. A lot of the changes I made early are we're now getting bugs due to X things. Okay. So you can get out. But these are one too high. There you go. Problem solved. Okay, so that's fixed you. So I've just moved them both, all those scripts down one position, and now you'll be able to get in and out without much difficulty. The problem is it's so hard playtesting all these little things. I'm not the best playtester. I just want to look for something. So here I have an image, and I just want to pull this image up. This is a reference I'm using for my for these areas. So we're going to create some extended routes here. So we're going to do route 103B. And we're going to tidy a lot of the bits later, but these are going to start filling in these other areas that we had. Oh, it's not route 103B. I wanted, was it? Oh. Okay, it can be. Up. Yes, this is now the area here. This is leading down. So that's going to lead down to to the little route port we're going to create. It's another port that was in the anime. I'm trying to. So did you have to run to the fight because it was too powerful? Did that Sunken just like trash? Because it's boosted quite a bit. Okay, so south of here, I want to add a new map. I'm just going to call it south of Petalburg. Hey, Pork, how you doing, bud? Welcome on in. Hope you're having a good day. So we're gonna up just to Petalburg, and we're gonna just make this. I don't want to make it too wide because I don't really want to. Yeah, so we're gonna make this tall and quite thin. I'm going to click that in, and then we'll connections up. We'll do that, which gives us the new area connected to here. In fact, maybe we could do it wider. 30 by 40. That connects us to that point. Is that tree there? Yeah, we'll do this, and then we can play with things as we work out what we're doing. And then we'll draw things out. Mostly today is just lining things up as opposed to doing stuff. I know you don't like Poe. What do you mean, Poe? I have no real issues with any of the Teletubbies personally. Make it so Pokemon actually die instead of fating as not a real thing. So this is something I want to work on. I want to add a couple of optional game modes. One of them being a Nuzlocke mode, where you just lose your Pokemon in the encounter. So it's I'll add it to my list. It's going to be a difficult one to do. Like it genuinely needs quite a bit of code to make that going. So I'm just using. I've got a reference for maps, which I'm using as sort of like my jumping off point for the open world. That one I showed in the video. Yeah, a Nuzlocke mode where you just straight up lose your mons would be great. I've played a few of it. It makes things so much easier to keep track of. There we go. So we do that. And then we want this one. Yeah, how are you, Pog? You doing okay? Much exciting happening for you today? You had a chill one. Need to put that one there, that one there, that one there, and that one there. Oh, Power World. Oh, I love Power World. I was tempted to stream it tonight, but I haven't got Matt here because we played a bit of it on stream the other week, and now I want to play more, but we didn't play any last night on stream. Our plan is to, in the next coming weeks, we're gonna set up a Power World server. I'm gonna get a dedicated server up, and we'll open it up to like viewers. So we'll have to do a whitelist and limit who comes on to start with. Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to setting up a server because I've been playing it quite a bit on my Steam Deck, and my wife's been playing it on my Xbox. And it's such a good game. Right, it's 5 trees, 3, 4, 5 trees, and then we cut back in. So this will hopefully make a cool video when I get this all done. But it's going to be a massive view. We'll be able to see sort of the whole of Hoenn. Instead of all those little gaps which you can't see, we're going to make all of that. Add the Palin. So I've actually spoken to someone, and I've got a rough idea on how we're going to make the pals. I'm just waiting for the artwork. So some people have volunteered to do some artwork, which is invaluable because, as you can tell from some of the art I've already done, like the Crystal Onyx and stuff, I'm no good at doing drawings. But some people are brilliant, and they volunteered to do the sprites. And once I've got the sprites, I'll be going to throw in some pals, which I'm quite looking forward to because they're going to be awesome. And give it a go. Yeah, and I'm gonna add I need to add the item in. I'm gonna do that as like a. Maybe I'll do it on stream, but that'll be a dedicated. I want to do a video on Pokemon with literally adding Pokemon, adding pals in. It's that tile I need. There we go. Yeah, once we get the sprites, that's the main thing I'm waiting for. The code is the easy piece. Well, for me, the coding is the easy piece. I know how to code. I don't know how to make artwork. And then we do 1, 2, 3, 4. So do remember, everything I'm popping in, this is all going to be playable area. I should remember, I need to check that bridge as well, don't I? Squirtle Island's broken. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3. Oop. Brilliant. So we need to add in some connections. So on the left here, we have, I think it's route 105, 103, 105, 105. It is route 105. Next there. Yeah, so we can start to see it all coming together. So I wanted to just make a check on this. Because this guy doesn't need an event flag. No, it doesn't need an event flag. Why is Squirtle Master broken? I need to fix that. Turtle Master. Donatus, thanks for liking the live. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good time. Just looking at some code in the background. Local trainer. It might be an issue with the two versions, so I'll test it in the new one when I make that. Do a goat, just a goat, not a Pokemon. Just start putting in normal animals. Like, it doesn't even have a it's typeless. Like, it doesn't have a thing. Review is always a great time. I'm glad you enjoy chilling with me. I'm working it out on another ROM of mine. I've got all these ideas, but I want to make a really small ROM, and maybe I'll do it for March to release on April Fool's Day. But I'm going to make a Lions versus Pokemon ROM. And it's exactly what you think it's going to be. It's going to be... I'm going to set up a gauntlet of trainers that goes from like... It will go through each trainer one at a time. Oh, no, sorry. No, I'm not doing that because that's the expensive way. I'm going to give you a save with one of every Pokemon. Once a Pokemon has fainted, it can no longer be used. And there's going to be a trainer in there which you can battle 1 billion times. Or... billion divided by, I'll probably do 200 million times and give it 5 lions, and we'll probably do like 1 versus 5 to give you the best chance. By the way, it starts with your new TikTok because it's morning in my country around time. What country is that? If you're happy to share it, because I've been debating whether I'm posting them at the right time because they do vary quite a bit based on. Have I got anything edited? I have nothing edited at the moment because I did 2 videos the other day, so it might be a bit of a delay. But I have got, and I'm speaking to a friend of mine, if you want some cool streams and some videos on... so I just want to check. Yeah, that is fine. If you want to see videos on sort of indie games, go check my mate out called Shut One Neat. He does loads of stuff, but he's also working on editing some videos for us. And he's going to be editing the one we do on Crystal. Crystal things. Puzzle, thank you for the follow. Sorry, I'm just trying to find where it is. But yeah, we're adding a new type into the game called Crystal type. And I'm working on I'm getting Neat is going to hopefully put an awesome video together for us because he's a brilliant editor and I just don't have the time. It's either I edit a video or we get coding done. Lithuania, don't think you know the small country. I know Lithuania. I've been trying to go to Lithuania for years. I'm from Europe, so I know I'm British. I know small countries in Europe. When my friend got engaged, we always had a joke with my friends from sort of Europe, because I know quite a few that I hang out with, that we were going to go to Lithuania for a little stag do. So I planned it all out, and we're looking to one day go down there and rent a house out and just drink and enjoy. No, it's fine. Honestly, I assume most people don't know cities because I'd assume most people are American, especially English speakers. So, Big Man Ants, thank you for the roses. That is greatly appreciated. That will all be going to charity very soon. Just setting up that. As always, all your tips and subs and stuff will all be donated to charities. We'll keep you up to date on all that information as we bring it out onto our on our Discord for you all to see. But yeah, now Americans tend to be generally quite bad at locations in the European countries, so I wouldn't blame you for thinking that. Okay, so I'm just going to pull up a map for you all to see, because I think it's hard to explain what I'm trying to do, because it currently looks like I'm just drawing a load of trees. What are you working on do? So that's what I'm just going to show you. And I'm basically trying to create what I'm calling the base of the ROM. If you guys remember the video I did, so just while I pull it up, I did a video talking about this map I found, which showed why is it not showing up? Oh, it's not showing up on YouTube. Let's try it on here. But I showed a map of everything for someone put together the entire map of Hoenn in this really cool way. It's showing up there. Why are you not getting it over here? Okay, apologise, you're not getting it on YouTube. So this is the world map in its existence now, which is pretty cool. But we want to do we want it to have all these gaps done. UK, I'm from Wales. Wales is awesome, Pog. I haven't been there. I'm going there soon for my honeymoon, which I'm looking forward to. So instead of having these large black gaps, because you can see the default routes, you go and connect up, and yeah, it's quite cool. But I want to make the world feel a bit more alive. So I want to fill in these gaps, and I think it will really make when we turn it into an open world game, flow really nicely. So what we're going to do is we're just going to fill in the gaps at the moment with. So that's what I've just done. I've added all of these trees here. Yeah, it doesn't look very good, but we're then going to link it all up and make it so that you can go this way. Down here, we're going to add a new port. How do you export your map like this? So in Pori Maps, you can go to File up here. I know you can't see it. Give me a second. You can go to the File, and you click that, and it'll give you. You can't see it, but it gives you export map image, export stitch image, export time lapse image, and it just does it. So you do stitch image, and it just shows it all with all the connections up. It's an amazing tool. And you can also do time lapse. So like last night in today's video, you would have seen the time lapse of Evergrande City. That's how I did it. I just clicked that. So instead of me having to record, which is quite difficult when I'm streaming, because I'm bouncing around and chatting and doing little bits here and there. Yeah. So we want to bring this bit here. So what's today's goal? Today's goal is to create the maps and fill in these gaps. Start to have the base areas there. We're not going to fill them in with anything, but so that we could look at this map and see everything. And once we see everything, we can then start adding to it. We can open it up in Paint and go, okay, this is the option. So if you spawn in Slateport in the open world, you start at Slateport, okay, this is one way you can get. So you can take Slateport to Lily Cove, or Lily Cove to Little Root Port, Newport we're going to do, or Lily, or to Dewford. And then we can start like drawing in islands here and there. Maybe Swampert encounter an abandoned ship in the anime. It was a Swampert, if I'm correct. I'll add that to my to-do list. I've created a new to-do list, which I was hoping was going to be public. It wasn't. Add Swampert to crashed ship. I was hoping it would be public and you guys could click in it and be like, oh, that's what he's done, that's what he suggested, this is what's going on. It hasn't, so if anyone knows any like project management tools or Jira sort of thing. To-do list is not on Discord. I did have a list of suggestions on Discord, but it isn't working great. I'll show you it if you give me a second. Let me add a window. VSG. So I've created this. Let me just show you guys over on YouTube as well. I need to work out a way to do it both. So this is what I've created. The problem is it's not public and I don't want to pay for it. So let me just zoom in. So we got, there's a bug with Wally. I need to redo that. So here's my backlog of so I need to add new crystal type, add Kiri, Mount Kiri, create Champions Guild, Black Market to buy Pokemon. Just change the market on the game went screen. What's wrong? I don't know. I'm going to test it in a new version. It might be an issue with flags, but the new version should fix that. I had a look at the code, and I think there's a flag issue. So hopefully the new version will fix that, but the new version will break code. It will break your saves. A lot of the old code broke when I added the new surfing in. So this is the backlog I got so far. Obviously, I need to add more things in. And see, okay, I got Evergrande City. Need to remake Evergrande, which is I've been working on. Actually, no, that's pretty much done. What happened with that? I need to add the new city. I need to get back Gibble Cave. I need to add the Heart, Dinosaur Island, the moon design. So we got the custom surfing animation. So I want to turn this into something. So yeah, add the bug. Turtle Master is broken. And let's do that now. Let's check that on the latest version. If I minimize it, does it get rid of it? No, it's not. Can you add Cramorant to the list? Yes. In fact, I'll do Cramorant. I'm going to do Cramorant here and now. While you're here, you're going to watch me do it, so it's done. Because I wasn't going to make a video on Cramorant anyway. Yes, there's Turtle Master. And, I need to make that look less horrible. Okay, I need to fix that. So, when I looked at the code, it seems all fine. There's nothing really in the code that looks broken except this flag. And my thought is it might be picking up a wrong flag. So, Trainer Battle, Turtle Master is there, 860. Trainers, it goes to there. It's not a double battle. Default moves, Team Master. In regards to Apricot balls, are you planning having them be growable or purchasable? First plan is to make them purchasable. So first plan is to make them purchasable. I'm going to adjust. I think my plan is to adjust the pickup loot. So I'm just compiling the game in the background. So we're going to make the pickup loot you get from Zigzagoon and the ability. That's going to include the new apricorns. So you can use that to then go to, we'll add a curtain and then you create them. I also think I'll add them to the drop tables of some things. We'll add them to drop tables because we could look at making them growable, but in my other game, my other game, I'm looking to add a whole crafting tool into it, like the ability to do crafting and stuff. But so by crafting is going to have to have options of that. So we're going to make it that when you battle something with a held item, it will drop it. So then you get it instead of having to use thief. What we're making today? Today we're working on the overall map to just build everything together and doing bug fixes from what people said. What happened to the BB? What do you mean by BB? About yeah, you can go there straight away. So the screen going red is normally a sign of the emulator crashing. Emulators don't often like a lot of ROM hacks because they're doing things. Emulators are sort of designed to do hardware and designed to play the games as they were made. When you start start hacking things, you're adjusting code in a lot of ways that the emulators often can't handle. And the red screen is something I've often seen people have found. Just happens. I've no idea what you're on about, Buzz. So we're just compiling the code, and we'll see. There we go. So it's compiled. After about to my screen freeze, currently using Game Boy Advance. Yeah, so we're gonna test it. The problem might be where I've been making changes to a lot of the flags. They might have had a few overlaps. Let me just get it on. There we go. So here it is. Now I need to do a new save because this is a new version with 250 different trainers. Dean, hello there. A red screen just one time thing. What happened again if I challenge him? I don't know. Multiple people are saying this is an issue. It's a memory issue. Can you edit the emulator's slotted RAM? It's not a RAM issue. It's an issue with the ROM. So yep, you need to explain what that is, Pog. So the issue is trainers have like this flag assigned to them to say if you've beaten it or not. And I think what's happened is when I've added more flags in, it's overridden. So it's trying to save. It's trying to save to that trainer, but instead it's saving to something else, causing you to get in an infinite loop. So let me just get there. So now I've got my Pokemon. We can go to May. So we want to just do a couple of things here. So flag, I want to set all badges. Now I can surf. Alright, thanks for coming in, Pog. And I'm going to give myself the powerful Magikarp. And I just need to speak to this person. I think you can add RAM expanders, but we're not. It's not an issue of us using too much RAM. It's an issue of me not doing correctly aligning the flags. Oh, I need to actually give myself the TMs. Give X. Give all TMs. Because we're not overfilling the memory, the game's memory at all. Right, so with that we can fly. Dooford. Pokemon switch there. And let me just give myself some. I need to set some flags so that I don't have encounters. Max repels. Yeah, I've got a controller. which I find things so much easier to play. And plus, when I'm streaming, I can get more comfortable to the mic instead of leaning over onto a keyboard. It does mean you might hear some clicking because this keyboard or controller is falling apart. Nope. Okay. I need to fix the Magikarp. It's completely shattered in the latest version. Okay, so here's the person in question. So let's save the game. And we're going to overwrite. And see why. So your view isn't working, which is the first problem. Oh, what have I done there? Oh, sorry, I've broken. Okay, so we have an issue with that. That might be the problem. It may not be set as a proper trainer battle. Received a Squirtle. Yeah, so that, I think I know the issue. If you notice there, when you spoke to them, only a Turtle Master. So why is it doing that? Receive Squirtle. Okay. It's going in some weird loop. That's strange. If we look over here, script Turtle Master goes to here. We're correctly going to the post battle because we're getting the Squirtle. Is that the problem? That line of code? The trainer battle single. That second text was supposed to be asking if you want to nickname. No, I haven't actually added the nickname code in here yet. I'm trying to find a better way to do it. It doesn't ask you to nickname it. I need to add that code in. It's just a really annoying piece of code to add. Because you need to check whether it's gone to your box or gone to your party. You often got to do a check. I need to do clear flag or shiny. That might be the issue there. The 4 shiny Pokemon. Yeah, that's shiny. 4 shiny creation of a Mon. So let me do. I think I found the issue. When it might have come from when I did this. I want to do flag unused. I'm going to take that, and then everywhere it says that, we want to replace it with that, and we'll save all of that. And then we'll compile the code. I've also got the shiny Cramorant flag, so I thought I did add a shiny Cramorant. I thought I had shiny Cramorant. Where are you? Yeah, there is already a Cramorant encounter. You're chasing me, Mr. Mayus, to do it. It's right there. Route 119, you can get a shiny Cramorant. It's just hidden. I did say it was hidden. So yeah, once you find your... Yeah, I thought I made it. I haven't done an overworld script in it because I didn't have the overworld images at the time. I still don't have the overworld sprite for it. So I thought I said, yeah, I've hidden it. I just didn't do it on a video because kind of like this guy, the guy who gives you far too many magic ups. I've not done it on stream. A lot of things I don't put on stream on video because if I did everything on video, some of the videos would be like you wouldn't see what's going on because I'm not doing much exciting. I'm trying to do the more visually appealing for videos. Right, so just compiling the code and we'll fix this thing. Hey, Gordon, bud, how you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Got some, because I changed a ton of things there. It's going to take a while. Yeah, so this was a problem I thought might have been in the game. And that's because I've gone to an older version of the engine. We've lost the shiny flag. We've also lost the really awesome trainer developer. When we're busy and not quite up on streams, it's just spoken. This is the Pokemon VSG. So this is the viewer suggested game. Pokemon Trials is just. We're still planning on working on Pokemon Trials. I'm just having a bit of a break because I was getting burnt out and running out of ideas. So a lot of the better ideas from this. Oh, guys, if you didn't know, press. So this is me surfing normally. Press B while you're surfing, and you'll go faster. So that's it off. That's it on. You can do sprint surfing. There we go. So that works now. That doesn't work. Well then. Let me do a... That was weird. Let me do a complete refresh of the game. I might try removing the oh cool, D Club made 30 people showed up unexpected. Like, that's awesome. Like 10, 15, I'm at 30. I mean, you're gonna have a lot of people now. You've got to teach. I'm guessing you're doing 5th edition. There's a lot of people to play. How many of them know to play? Are you teaching them all? So he doesn't mind when you talk to him directly. Okay. We're going to do something drastic here. I'm going to delete that person completely. We're going to delete that. And we're just going to recreate them. So we're going to have... let's do a Ninja Boy because they're the Turtle Master. No, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle sort of thing. Face left. Trainer type normal. Sight radius 2. And we're going to add a item ball. Let me double check. Collisions are fine. So that whole code has confused me. I mean, I've just noticed we got issues with that as well. That'll do. No, so what are you running, like homebrew, or you're running something like Curse of Strahd? What you got in mind for them all? Okay, so we've done that. Let's put up the code. And we're going to do some drastic stuff here. So, Turtle Master. We'll set the battle there. And we're going to rename it to new Blastoise Island event script. So we probably got 7 or 8 games going then. There's a D&D club. There's a place near me that does board games and stuff, which I think is amazing. I love going there. I'm going to remove the Squirtle thing, which I think might be breaking it. And they do a D&D night on... It's normally on a Wednesday, so we don't tend to be able to make it. Make that a capital E. But I've been wanting to get back into playing D&D for quite a while now. We've got Alex has been playing. He bought a tabletop version of Avatar from like one of those Kickstarters. So we might be doing that soon. We were going to do it on Sunday, but we can no longer do it. Start us out, Isle of Stormbreakers. I've not heard of that one. I've not done any of the starter sets. I've not done any default ones. I played a bit of the Giant one when I lived up north, and I played a little bit of one. I bought the Dragon one on Roll20, but we never got through it. Bidget Monty, so I had to quickly make Kevin a human sorcerer. I did one with Sorcerers gets quite a quick one to make. My go-to is always a quick ranged fighter whenever I need a character in 2 seconds. Right. So that should hopefully fix the issue you guys were seeing. I'm so sorry about that. I don't know why. I think there's an issue with our Force Shiny script. I don't know human feet bonus I'm getting yet. Choose I got to wait. Well, that's what I like about the modern. They've changed it now. Like races are meaningless in terms of abilities, because it used to suck. Like you want to go human, you go variant human for the feet and the bit and this, or most people, you want Dex or something, so you end up going elf. Now they've removed a lot of those bonuses and give you the freedom to say, oh, actually, if you want to be a dwarf with a bonus to dexterity, then go ahead, and lets you role play better. If you're doing human sorcerer, Mage Hunt is always a good one. I quite like using for sorcerer. You always get yourself some new cantrips, but you get quite heavy in sorcerer. I always like mixing up race classes. So I think the last time I played, was I a sorcerer? No, it was a Songblade, which I really enjoyed. I've done sorcerers and wizards who have been like combat focused, using like Green Flame Blade and stuff, which are quite good. You end up getting like 5, 6, 7 levels in wizard, or you can do fighter and take some extra feats to do it, which is quite fun. Okay, so I just need to leave the area, because leaving lets me, it just reloads this map with the new code. So now we've got the kid. So the kid recognizes me as a trainer. I need to change the Tartuga to the other one. Okay. Squirtle battle's fixed. Turtle Master has been fixed. I think it's an issue with shiny encounters. So if you find, I could either go Necromancy, something else I haven't chosen yet. I've never played the Necromancer. I tend to mostly run the games. So I tend to play with a lot of characters here and there, and I like to play a lot of PC levels on NPCs. Lets me try out different classes, and you can also see the synergy. I did a great little boss once by throwing in Route 105A. I can't remember what it was. The Zealot, Barbarian, and the Life Wizard, which was quite good fun. Namely because I think it's the Zealot Barbarian just doesn't die. If you keep healing it, it can't go down. So you throw it with a Life Wizard. Sorry, not a Life Wizard. A Life Cleric. You can just keep it up. It goes on and on and on, and it can. I think it rages as long as it's raging. It stays on 1 hit point, but it doesn't die when going down. So then you can just raise it again, rage it, and keep it going. It's brilliant. So on Petalburg, south of Petalburg, that's going above. Route 106 goes below. We're sticking to Bard, nothing special yet. My team is well-rounded. Got Bard, Druid, Sorcerer, Warlock. I've never had a well-rounded team. I always tend to I always tell people, like, play how you want. Fifth edition is fantastic because the focus on there's less focus on needing a coherent team build. If you want more healing, most classes have some way to offer healing. Fighters can heal themselves, and you just offer potions. So if we haven't got a dedicated healer, I'll make potions more available as a DM. I'm also a fan of shorter actions on healing. I know it's not a written rule as written, but it makes it good. We also do a little game which is I have a cocktail I make, or just a drink of liquid. We put it in a little vial, and if you can drink it, you can drink it all in your 6 seconds, or we do 2 seconds. You get it as a bonus action if you do it within that whole time. If it takes you longer, like 6 seconds, then it takes your action. So it gives you an incentive to like prove that you can actually do it. Maybe it's not something you can do at a school club, but yeah. Bard is guaranteed getting Mishra's Valkyrie because if you roast them, boom, yes. Alex always plays a Bard because he's a very witty fella. He's pretty much a bard in real life, apart from the fact he can sing. Bard, not a special name subclass. I mean, bards don't have subclasses. They just have the school they went to, the college they went to. What's the country this one? Hey, M3, how's it going? It's good. We just fixed a really annoying bug in the Blastoise Island. We're talking D&D. And I'm working on this, which is filling in all the dark parts of this map. So, yeah, I'm just connecting up this new area. We're just having, that one of those chill streams. We don't tend to have the most chill streams here, and I do blame myself for that because I can get very excitable, let's say. I'm gonna. How much wider can I make this to make it still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? I'm gonna give this 10 more width. And then we go boom. Look at that. Good. What happened? I'm not into D&D, but my fiance used to play it. I loved getting into it. I can't remember where it came from, but I was at uni and I was chatting to my mates, and I think I sent them a text like, "I'm coming home for Christmas break. Who wants to learn D&D? Like, really just want to try it." And some guys were like, "Let's go on then." My mate Ollie was like, "I've got a beginner's kit." It's like, perfect. Let's try that. And we had a great time. And then I went away, and this guy I somewhat knew was like, who lived nearby, I was like, "Yeah, I've been playing for years. I've got all the stuff. I can come and run some sessions for you." He's like, "Brilliant." It's good way to start off. But it's something I haven't done much of recently. What happened? So the issue with the bug, I don't know. I think where we changed onto this new engine, it has a new way of working out how to force a shiny encounter, and I think that shiny encounter, that flag was breaking something, so I just removed it. I rewrote the script, just recreated everything, and it's working now. Sometimes things just suck at that. I meant how be a Zealot Barbarian. Oh, sorry, I see what you mean. Just Barbarian. I'm with you. You made a club and started it up. Yeah. Is it me or in the anime Hoenn had an airport? Possibly. This is something I wasn't planning on doing, and then a couple of people have said, "That's what about this? What about that from the anime?" And I added Crystal Onyx because my mate loves it. My best man loves it. So I thought, yeah, let's do that. So if this is the map we're working on. So what I've just added is this area here. In fact, let's save it and export the map, and we'll give you the latest map. Gotta go. Mum's. I hope she feels better soon. But good to see you, Coridon, and we'll see you soon. But yeah, how we could add that quite easily at an airport. We'd have to work out a few new pieces. But here's our new map. It was an easy fix. Me and my fiance have 2 daughters, so she didn't really have the time. Yeah, it is quite difficult to play. I find that excited. I'm excited to see the finished product. So we can see we're filling out the map here. If I double click this and go to this image, so this is the image I used in the video, and someone made this, and I'm basically recreating this in the game. So we're working this area and filling up all of this point. But down here, we're going to add a new port. And you can already sort of see it compared to that other one where we can start drawing routes on. To do an airport we could tie to... I would say Petalburg City's great, and you could have a airport coming across there. But it's like when we've created... So in this, there's nothing in this area of the map. But if we go to... No, not that. Yeah, there we go. But you can see in this version, my version, we've added this, and this is Rubello Town, which is a thing that only exists in our world. It's an anime only one. It doesn't exist in the overworld map. That does look like a big map. You got date for release, no. I was hoping I'm hoping to get a decent playable version out by end of this month. Realistically, I don't want to set a date, because the moment I set a date, there's going to be expectations, and I don't have time to do as much as is really needed to do a date. Because people who are releasing games or maybe working on a game full time. I'm working on this like an hour a night, maybe 2 hours when I can stream it. So there's no chance I've got of doing this. Like, if I can work on this full time and do like 8-hour days, like, okay, I do 2 days a week coding this full time, and then like the other day, yeah, we're gonna go east, and then the other day and then the other days I'm just that's the wrong map I've done actually. other days I'm doing editing or posting things, like yeah, that'd be fine. But where an hour a night, 2 hours a night, it's going to take a long time. So I'm going to do them in 40 by 40 splits for now. I've just confused myself with the map. So I've made this. I've called this Route 106A. So really, it shouldn't be Route 106A. To understand, yeah, it's I'd love to be able to be like, oh, I'm gonna get it out in a couple of days. Like, don't worry, guys. But yeah, it ain't happening. That's the wrong connection. Actually, down is Lapras area. Route 105. So I'm just trying to. That's what I want. This is going to be a long, thin map. That's the one. So on it, about height 20. Hey Emily, how you doing? What we are currently working on is what I'm sort of calling the base, the base of the ROM. This is going to be the sort of overall feel of the game. So I'm gonna have every sort of map connected up and ready to go, and this is what we're gonna then use to draw our routes onto it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a sort of a stepping stone. Once we've got all of this, the theory is we'll be able to then just open up an area and say, okay, someone suggested we add this town in. Okay, well this town goes into this point. Done. Boom. Next request. But to get it to that point, very much need the groundwork to be done. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So I'm trying to count, and I can't do that while just talking. With the groundwork done, we'll be able to start smashing out changes. And it's not the most exciting thing in the world. And I've been chatting to a guy on our Discord, and we've been working on some cool new Pokemon, some cool new Pokemon forms, which I'm really excited to share with you guys. We just need to get those out. And that one goes there. So we got a new type coming, and with a new type, we've got new Pokemon forms coming and changes to other ones, which I want to show. Is it going to have visual 8 gyms or more? Would you like to have more gyms? Then we can have more gyms. This game is designed. I use the term designed loosely. This game is all about your guys' ideas. So if you guys want there to be more than 8 gyms, we'll make more than 8 gyms. I was thinking about the concept of major and minor league gyms. So you have it's kind of mentioned in Sword and Shield, where you have you got the major league circuit, which is what you guys take place on. And I'm going to think, okay, the major league is what you get before you do your champion. But once you're champion, you can then take place in what we'll call the major league circuit, which will have all of the big guns, like some absolutely monstrous trainer battles and gyms for you to take on. 16 gyms. So 16 gyms, 16 gyms isn't possible, but the issue is then, we can find space in it. I've already added one extra gym, which is the Mega Gyms, where you'll get your Mega Bracelet. So Gen 2 works well because you can you obviously got a whole new region. So you do Johto and then you do Kanto, and they're separated in they're very much two separate points in the game. They don't really overlap when you think about it. So I just want to see what map this is. This is Route 107. Route 107A. So doing it on the Hoenn is going to be a bit more difficult because we haven't got as much space to play with normally. So the point of so that's kind of what I'm working on here, is to give that option to be able to do all that extra stuff. This is do for tiles. We need to do G for tiles, or it will go glitchy. And by introducing everything here, we'll be golden. Route 106A. Could you add a cave with static encounter, Noivern and Noibat encounters? I think that would be quite cool. Yeah. 2 seconds. There we go. I don't think we need to almost add a cave. With static encounter or Nobats. So you want to do static encounter. Static encounter. I'm going to need the thing. It's going to be a pain. So I was just doing an example. I think it's the only one for 6. Only one for 16 is Gen 2. Could you add a gym and a leader? Is Bugsy from Gen 2 much improved team? So I was thinking about doing, because it is stealing it from Radical Red, but just adding all the other gym leaders in the game. Definitely going to be adding a lot of them into a post-game area. Oh, that's why that's broken. So in the Evergrande City, I'm going to make sure every single trainer's there for you guys to take on. This whole thing needs to be shifted across 1. And then I'll be doing that. Who's the character going to be? As in the player character. Player character will just be the standard 2. This goes across here, and then we're going to have a big open space there. So I just want to do some maths. This is going to be. I will do this long, and then we can work on the width later. Would this be called Pokemon Extreme Emerald? It's going to be called Pokemon VSG. So we're going to work on a couple of versions. The first version is going to be VSG, which of course stands for Pokemon Viewer Suggested Game. And that's going to have all of your ideas, no matter how balanced or basically straight up insane they are. 'Cause some of your guys' ideas are unstable. On the back of that, we're going to create. I'm then going to take away all the silly stuff, like a lot of you guys or a few people have gone in and be like, why have I suddenly gone into a place and had my ass handed to me from Cynthia? It's like, well, that's because what people said. Why is there Joltik spawning here? It's like, it's because you guys said I'll do that. But I know it's not for everyone's cup of tea. So we're going to take the suggestions and the better ones. Not saying you guys have bad ideas, but the more coherent ones. And we're going to put those into a single ROM. And then we're going to turn that into an open world game. So you'll be able to pick which town you spawn in. You'll be able to pick from a load of starters. You'll have access to. You'll be able to go everywhere without needing HMs, and that'll be. There's a lot of ideas I've got on how to code that together, which I think will be really cool to show. Hi there, an idea if this hack will be any idea when this hack will be following ticks and it looks good. Honestly, the problem is I thought it was going to be out by the end of this month. we're in February now. Yeah, I was saying end of February, but it's expanding in scope rapidly because I'm having too much fun, and you guys are. I wasn't expecting an explosion of people coming in. Our numbers went from about 9,000 followers to over 11,000 in the space of 2 weeks. It's been for us. That's mental. We're like 500,000 views in the last week alone. It's quite good. So I've got a lot of things to catch up on. And when we get all of those, so when I'm trying to get through everything, I'm going to try and do it in sort of bit pieces. So I want to get a coherent map in, and then start working on edits, and then we'll do sort of periodic expansions. So like, okay, here's an expansion where we're adding these ideas or adding a new island in. This is one where we're going to add these islands in this area in Hoenn, which should hopefully mean that a lot of it's playable when you come back, so you can use existing saves, or there's enough between each playthrough that warrants you playing through the whole game again. But yeah, it's gonna take a while because it's just lots to do. Watson bug Zapdos. What's wrong with Watson's bug Zapdos? Is it possible to add offline Wonder Trade where you put? Yes, it is. I was thinking about that code the other day because someone else was asking for how do we do that, and I think I've worked it out. I believe the process we want to do is we just need a big file. So because every Pokemon has a number, so you give it any Pokemon, and it just generates a random number, and that's the Pokemon it gives you. So it should be quite easy doing the C code. The hard part is setting up the trade. So I think I can do that, and we can do like random trades and stuff, which will be quite cool to do. Fair enough. Looking forward to it. No issue. Yeah. So this is very much a. I mean, it's not. I don't know how it's going to play like in the long run, but hopefully it's good. But I'm learning so much, and that's you guys giving ideas, and I'm really looking forward to going back to my other ROM hack because I've got another one which is based in a custom region I've defined and has everything from the ground up, and I'm really excited to go back to that one because I've learnt so many new ideas from doing this, and it'll be awesome to start implementing that into hopefully quite a fun game for you lot. If you gave the special name Eevee, it would be absolutely broken. It would be broken, yes. It is broken at the moment in terms of the image doesn't work. I need to deploy the fixed sprite. But no, we've been cooking, and we are creating a new type. We have the crystal type, so based off of Crystal Onyx, we're going to have a an entire crystal type. So we're going to have Pokemon like Starmie, Necrozma, Diancie, the other gem Pokemon are all going to get the crystal type. Crystal Onyx is obviously going to have the crystal type, and we're going to add like crystal forms. So we've got Crystal Cubone, Crystal Wooloo, Crystal Beedrill, Crystal other things coming. Did you give it an EVO? I haven't given it an EVO like that yet. But yeah, so the new crystal type coming soon, which I'm really excited to share with you guys. Crystal Dratini, I haven't thought about Crystal Dratini yet. We've had a guy who's been doing artwork, and he's been doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. He's been doing a fantastic job creating them, so we're in a pretty good position where we can possibly look at sharing them soon. But yeah, so we're doing that, and I think I've worked out the types. Again, I want you guys to suggest ideas for it. But Crystal's going to be strong against Crystal and Ghost. It's weak to Psychic, Crystal, and I can't remember what else. It's resisted by Bug, Ice, and Steel, and it resists Fire, Electric, and Ghost type. So the idea is it's sort of like, oh no, it's good against Fairy as well. Yeah, we're adding one type to Emerald at the moment. We could look at adding more, but we're just adding the Crystal type. And it gives us a new type circle. So you've now got Ghost beats Psychic, Psychic beats Crystal, Crystal beats Ghost, which should be quite cool. So we can add a new thing around that. But yeah, so really excited. And some people, because we can do Divergence, so you can catch a Weedle. And if you take a Weedle to... Oh, that looks... Oh, I did that. That's fine. I need to copy this. Move that across. But anyway, let's go. So if we go to the Crystal Caves, Onyx Island. Yeah, so if you bring your Weedle here, and we got a new sprite for Crystal Onyx, which is awesome. Guys, done a great job. Beedrill should be Flying Crystal, Bug Crystal, Poison. No, it's going to be Bug Crystal, because there's going to be other Flying Crystals. So it's not going to be Poison. So the idea is it's still a bug, but when you bring a Weedle here, when it becomes a cocoon, it wraps itself with the crystals, and then that allows its blades, its sort of like stingers, to be infused with crystal powers. So it loses its poison, so it's no longer got poison stuff, but it's got strong stuff, and we're going to give it a boost. We might still give it the Mega Evolution. So highly likely it's going to have its Mega form still. But yeah, so that's quite cool, which I'm quite looking forward to doing. Beedrill should be flying, yeah. 520 BSD for Beedrill. What will Crystal Roll be? It's more just to fit in. It's not got a specific role. It's just another form for Pokemon, for certain Pokemon. It's not going to have a specific... most of the Pokemon we have done are rocks, so they're going to be a bit more defensive, maybe more of a mixed. So whereas Steel and Rock is very physical, it's going to lose some of its physical strength for some special. It's also immune to water types because of the anime. Because some people are saying, oh, we should add a new ability in, but we decided to go with a new... just the new type instead. So yeah, it'll be immune to water types. Yeah, I think it actually comes out, when all is said and done, as a bloody good defensive Pokemon. Sableye becoming Crystal type might be broken, because I was going to do it as Crystal Ghost type. So it loses its Dark typing, keeps its Ghost typing. But I feel like that's going to be really powerful, being as it's immune to its weakness, Crystal. It's weak to Bug. It gains a weakness to Bug and loses its weakness to Fairy. So it's now only got a Bug weakness, which isn't great. Crystal Pinsir would be good. So when we were thinking of Pokemon, we would to add for it, we were trying to avoid too many just. I was trying to avoid too many just rock Pokemon, because it's easy to say, oh, let's do Boldore, let's do Diglett, let's do these guys. Because you'll end up with just... it ends up sharing a very similar role to... it ends up sharing a very similar role to... to rock type, which we don't want to do. So we're trying to think of some more variety. And not in the steel one. So that's where we came up with the Mega Beedrill. We got Mega Lapras. No, not Mega. We got Crystal Lapras, which looks beautiful. So it's going to lose its ice typing, I think, and its shell is now Crystal type. Diglett is ground, yeah, but ground and rock share so many similarities. Realistically, so that needs to be Slateport. Crystal Alex Sam, instead of holding spawns, it's holding a crystal ball. I'm sending that to the guy. Yes. So a lot of what we've done to start with, Crystal Alakazam, but it's holding a crystal ball instead of spoons. Maybe a different mega form or item evo. I've got to go. Thanks for popping in, Emily. Always appreciate you being here. Yeah, that's good. I'm trying to think of some later game Pokemon. It could be cool. It's just like, I think we're looking at Cryogonal becoming Ice Crystal. Because it's a snowflake. I mean, ice can be seen as crystallized water in a way. So that could be interesting one to do. Right, let's... Oh, that's the wrong button. I wanted to do stitch image. Let's have a look at my new map. Crystal Delphox. Yeah, Crystal Delphox is another one. So Crystal works reasonably well because it shares a lot of similarities with Psychic. And Psychic always has been that hold all type. Like, a lot of fairies became Psychic type, or a lot of Psychic types became fairy type and whatnot. It seems like it's another one that a lot of these types. Necrozma will become. It's a prism, and the whole point of it is a prism that separates light. Necrozma will become the Crystal Legendary Pokemon, which is going to be awesome. Like Necrozma, and then Ultra Necrozma will be quite impressive. Crystal Haxorus would be good. Yeah, Dragon Crystal type. This is what I want, a bit of variety. A lot of them will be as firms. I don't want to do fake mons, really. I was thinking about doing Ice as maybe that, but we'd have to create a new... I think we'd better off creating a new Reggie. We have got some new shiny forms coming though as well. It came up a few times in videos about, are we going to fix broken shinies? And some of our amazing viewers have taken it upon themselves to fix the shinies. So there's only 2 added so far. We're having some issues with the palettes. But yeah, so Reggie Ice has been fixed. We've got 2 for Garchomp. We're going to do a vote on it. One's based off of the beta sprite. One is like black and it's so sick. How about adding yourself as a secret? So I probably will add myself. Someone suggests I add myself into the dev room. I might just make a new dev room in the champions thing. So as we go over here, so this is. I just wanted to see. So this is the map we've been adding so far. So we're starting to fill it in. If we go over here, so this is Evergrande City, and as you can see on the right, it leads somewhere, and that's going to be the new Evergrande, the city part of Evergrande City. And now I'm going to have something called the Champions Tournament, and it's going to be a gauntlet of strong trainers where you guys can put your tough teams in, and I'm gonna do like a second Elite Four. It's going to be of like myself and the other trials guys, because I'll get it down. This will be the team I probably use. My friend does this like bead artwork, and she makes really cool bead artwork. She made me this Aegislash one. I've got loads of it all over the place. And so this is the team I probably use. It's the one I used competitively when I used to play X and Y back at university, and I love that team. That's sort of my go-to comfort team. It's solid. It's not amazing anymore. Like I wouldn't win any tournaments nowadays, but it's a sort of nostalgic-y team for me. Hey, I have an idea for diving in Mount Pyre, that Lethal Haunted Cave. Yes, that's a brilliant idea. Route 123. Yeah, so I'm gonna throw it in. I'm gonna throw in the drawing of it, and I'm gonna add that to my list. And a Haunted Cave is great because I want to add more ghost Pokemon in, and I don't want to fill Mount Pyre up. We're gonna have a Haunted Mansion somewhere probably in the Lost Woods, and Lost Woods will have some in. But I think doing that would be another idea. Sort of like a Haunted Cave would be great because that'd be great for some other things. Haunted Cave accessed using dive near Mount Pyre. You could add counter strong type Pokemon. Could be a Phoebe rematch area. That's a good point as well. Yeah, I like. Maybe you can see like a pre-Phoebe. Although you probably wouldn't. Depends how much exploring you do. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, because we've got quite a good. I also was thinking about doing, if I pull up this map again. This being this is our world map at the moment. You can see all of this area. I was thinking about having around here. We could link it to a shipyard of ghosts of crashed ships. Because we've got this crashed ship here. It always seemed a bit odd. So I was thinking about having like a really spiky area where like maybe they're trying to get through here, or they used to try and come through here to Rubello Town or somewhere, but it wasn't viable. So there's just like a graveyard of old ships. And maybe we just dive into it, because when you think about it, there's going to be. Can I draw on this? I can. When you think the world's sort of going to come down like this, comes across like that. You're going to have all of this area. It's going to be water, and we got to fill that up. Same again. Yeah, so let's draw it on. So we're gonna this comes up, and we'll probably just have it come around like that. And then so you've got all this land. This comes over. That's fine. That comes down and round. So we could even bring it down, but even if it doesn't, it looks like this. Water. Actually, that bit over there will be Dinosaur Island. This can come up. Water, icy area, water, graveyard. Like the number of islands we're going to add, it's going to be great. But Haunted Shipyard's a nice, easy one to do. You make a big abandoned harbour on this other side of Lily Cove. Have a look at Lily Cove. Yeah, so that's why I was just so. Yeah, we could have an abandoned one. So maybe behind the mall is more of a worked up one. We are actually going to have another port, because when we go to open world, we need to. I shouldn't have done that. We need to have ways for you to get around quickly, because you'll be able to spawn in any of the towns. Like maybe you want to spawn over here, or you want to spawn here. If you want to spawn Pseutopolis, mostly we don't care. But so say you want to spawn in Lily Cove, and you want to go to the Safari Zone. So this whole area is going to be Safari Zone. Do you want to walk all the way down and across? Like to get to Little Route, you would have to. The quick route would be across here. You go Kiriri Forest or down across there, and down and there. Instead, you can use the port, and we're going to create a new port down the bottom left here. It's an anime place called the Little Route Port. So that's going to be added. I think Northern Cavern can go in top left corner. Yeah, that's a good idea. Northern Cavern. Another day would be a wetland swamp area west of Slateport that links Route 103. So Slateport's here. Oh wait, no. Slateport's here. Yeah. I've kind of already got that. Let's go out of this mode. I wish I could. Can I turn on show cursor? There we go. Yeah, so I started doing it. So we've got this bit of water, which is going to connect up there, and I'm going to block this off. So you're saying you need strength to come across from here, and they take down here. So Lily Cove Port will be in this point here. Seems quite close, but yeah, actually. So wetlands, this being a swamp area, I'd imagine more of a wetland area would be here-ish. Because I've used these tiles to make a swamp in my other game. So I'd love you guys to try sometime. Yeah, I think wetland could work quite well because we've got more foresty here, and then come to the wetlands. I like it. Let's add it to the list. Wetlands, swamp area, west of Slateport, linking Route 103 via Strength. Add it to the list. I've done less than I had hoped for in this time. I've just noticed the time, and I am well behind. This looks like I'm glad you're liking it. I have a horrible feeling that is one tile too wide. So we're going to add an area south of here, and I'm just going to call it Little Root Woods for now. Little Root Woods. And we're going to connect it all up with this is going to be that big hole in the middle. Hopefully to make a decent video, and we can start. I can put the map on. I'll record it, put the map on, and draw things on, and you guys can suggest ideas and comments. So Little Root Town goes to the right of it. Above it is Route 101A, which will connect to it. Route 101A is 50 wide, so I need to make this 50 wide. Beautiful. Beautiful. And I think it's 40 high. Yeah, it looks horrible, but we can always break this down into its subsequent pieces later down the line. So I think we need to connect. Yeah, so above here is Little Root Wood. Maybe I'll just call it Little Wood. Oh, okay, that's wrong. We've gone too far. Hey man, sorry, I am listening. No, that's fine, Aimed. Marvin, thank you for sharing the lives. Great appreciated. You guys are. If you're listening, there's a lot going on. That's fine. You may be listening to bits here and there. It's fine. I know a lot of what I'm doing is quite a lot's going on, and I can imagine it's quite nice to put me in the background and just listen. So. Hopefully I'm entertaining enough that you're enjoying my voice just talking nonsense in the background. Hopefully. What are we building now? We're working on the outline. We're not doing much exciting. This is very much going to become 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This is very much going to become the what will be to take off for 10, not make it 10, is going to become the rest of the map. So if I'll save this and I'll show you. Save stitch image. From here, we're building the sort of the ground, and then we'll be able to connect the world up from it. So it's. Yeah, so you can see where. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Yeah, so we're adding in this area down the bottom, which we're then going to be able to draw in new maps and new places. Don't do that. We have an issue. with 3. So basically that error is because this doesn't line up with this, which we thought would happen, which I expected to be happening. We got an issue and gap there. Route 114 was Northern Cave. Yeah, Route 114 is quite a good one. We had items somewhere along the routes too. Yeah, all of these new routes will have new items for you to get. They have trainers in, they have secret bases. Really can't wait to play this. Is there going to be any questing, anything like that? I could add a quest menu. I haven't added one yet. But that's frustrating. I'm just going to find the older map to compare it to, because I think I saw that issue coming. Route 108A, wasn't it? I know, I can fix that. Yeah, no, that'll be the great one to do. Sorry, I'm just trying to... There's an issue with that. Connects up to that, but this doesn't line up correctly. Basically, Little Route is... Sorry, I'm not. If I knocked it off, for some reason I can't hear you talking about. Yeah, I turned my microphone off. Yeah, so in the top left, you just hit export map as Stitch, and that stitches all the maps together into one cohesive map image, just a PNG. You can also do time lapses and export a map as an image if you wanted to do a single image sort of thing. Alright, do that. Got collisions on, so you can't actually walk in here. I've done the wrong collision. Okay, and then I need to add that connection underneath back, which was route 108. A. No, it wasn't. It was route 107. Right. 6. What route was it? 107. It's this map, which is no, it's not. It's yeah, it was route 105A. Okay, so I'm got so many things here. 105A. These are all placeholders. So impressed with your skill and speed of programming all these ideas, man. I mean, I'd say I've been going so slow. It doesn't feel like I've been going quick enough or overly fast. That's the wrong map again. 106. Because I only get like a couple of hours a day really to code. I guess it does make it easier that I've been sort of making sure that I do smaller code so I don't end up spending forever doing some large things. That makes it a bit easier for videos. But I've been working on sort of hacks and stuff for years, so I've got a good idea on how to use all the software. Let me just better than I use TikTok Studio. Going back to the wild Pokemon, are they going to be showing in the grass or hidden? They're going to be normal encounters. You walk through the grass and they'll pop up. During overworld encounters is, to put it short, ball ache. I could be done. I don't see the benefit of it. Maybe it's a quality of life we do at the end. But we have got the Dex Nav. I'll show you that. So if you want to farm for certain Pokemon or like shinies, here's the game running. So I've lost